Do you ever feel like you've wasted so much time? Maybe you made bad decisions in high school that still haunt you, or maybe you've experienced heartache, loss, or grief. Or maybe you're aware that you haven't been living the way God intended for you to live. You feel like you've lost years of your life because of poor choices, bad breaks, or maybe even sin. And now you're wondering, are those lost years gone forever? Can you get them back? Are you destined to never recapture that time? Well, today we're going to look at a Bible verse that says you can. In fact, it says that God will give you even more. So let's take a look at this verse and see how it can help us. Here it is, Joel 2:25. I will repay you for the years the locusts have eaten. Let's break that down a little bit. The book of Joel is a prophetic message to the people of Judah. Back in those days, a terrible locust plague had come and ruined the land. So, the prophet Joel describes these locusts as a terrifying monster that devours everything in sight. And he says, this creature has three: a lion's mouth, a lion's claws, and it moves like a troop of cavalry. This isn't just a vivid description of a scary bug. Joel uses the locust to symbolize destruction, loss, and wasted time. Whether due to a natural disaster like a plague or a human-caused disaster like war, or maybe even the consequences of their own sin, the people of Judah had suffered tremendously. So, what does God say about all this? He says this: I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. Now Joel meant this literally. He was saying that God would restore material blessings such as crops and abundance. But I think there's another layer here too. I believe that God doesn't just want to restore our material blessings. He also wants to restore our time. He wants to restore our health, our happiness, our joy, our peace, and our effectiveness. So let's talk about that for a moment. Imagine you're a farmer and you work really hard during the spring and the summer to plant and raise your crops. Then one day, a swarm of locusts shows up and they eat everything you've worked so hard to grow. All season long, you've poured your heart and soul into your work, only to see it destroyed in a single day. How would you feel? Hopeless? Discouraged? Angry? Maybe even a little bit suicidal? But God said to the people of Israel, don't feel that way. I'm going to restore those crops, but I'll do even better. And in the process of restoring those crops, they were going to actually have more than they had before. They were going to have an abundant harvest. And God tells us the same thing. If you've lost time to poor choices, addiction, illness, broken relationships, maybe even failure, don't despair. God can restore your life, renew your joy, and make your future more fruitful than your past. You know, sometimes when we face difficulties, we tend to focus on the time we've lost. How can I get that time back? We've wasted so much time. We can't get that time back. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can. God can restore your life, renew your joy, and make your future more fruitful than your past. Now, that doesn't mean that everything will be perfect and there won't be any more problems. That's not what it means at all. What it does mean is that God can give you a future full of hope, peace, and joy. A joy that only He can give. A joy that's anchored by His promises and sustained by His presence. And the best part is that this promise isn't just for the people who lived 2,000 years ago. It's for you today. No matter what you've lost, no matter what you've experienced, no matter what you've done, God can restore your life. I hope this brings you comfort, and I hope it gives you the strength to start again and move forward with your head held high, knowing that God is with you and nothing can stop you. Thank you for your time. If you liked this inspiration, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you've experienced God's restoration in your life, please share your story in the comments section.